welcome to Wendy's Colouring, and today is stuff I've bought over September and October. It's mainly all books today. I've not been buying huge amounts of things and materials and that kind of thing, but yeah, I have bought books because, books. A lot of these are not new books, new out books. They are just books that I've had my eye on for a little bit of time, and most of these I've got on some kind of deal to save myself a bit of cash. So there's quite a lot of Vinted stuff, and a few just bargains that I saw here and there. These are the new stuff that have all been on the channel, so I'm not going to spend ages talking about them. I did get the two Emily Leidenhall-Oberg postcards, the Christmas one, which is very cute. Looking forward to doing a little bit of that come Christmas, and obviously they're only little, so that does make life a lot easier. And the Happy Day, which kind of feels a bit more like kind of birthday bits and pieces. As you can see, I have started and a little bit on that little page there. But again, it's really cute. There's a proper flip on the channel if you want a closer look at both of these. The new Christmas book by Maria Troll, again, there's a flip on the channel. Colours of Christmas, one-sided, really cute. I think this is an ideal little Christmas book. Nothing's too difficult. Christmas, we don't have a huge amount of time, do we? And it's only a short period in terms of colouring. So yeah, I do want something that's a little bit simpler. It's one-sided, so you can use a bit of markers. Just makes life a bit of fun, I think. Again, it's a full flip on the channel. And the same, there is a full flip for Halloween on the channel as well. Hannah Carlson's newest. I have done one in this already. This is a cracking little book. I'm not a huge Halloween person. It's not, something I look forward to, but I do like autumn, and don't really need that in there because I've already started on a page for this month. I do like autumn, and I can see myself doing a little bit in this over the different seasons. So I've been working on this one this month, obviously not started on any of the portraiture bit, just been doing a bit of painted background, which I'll go through at the end of the month a little bit more with you. But again, I think it's a great book. It's not the easiest to get hold of at the moment. I think iMusic's the only place that I know of to order it from at the moment, but it is a cracking little book. But those are all new. There's all flips for those on the channel if you want a closer look. Finding somewhere to chuck them. Then I thought I'd have a look at one of these. I keep seeing this person's work pop up on Facebook mainly, Annie Rains. So I picked this one, Blossomia. And because I've seen a couple of people colouring it, and I thought I'm going to give it a go and see what it's like. It isn't Amazon printed, I don't think. Although when it came, I thought maybe it is, maybe it isn't. The paper, again, I don't know, well, I think you can kind of see from there, can't you? The paper is extremely thin. You can kind of see through the paper. And I think that was my first disappointment with it, really. The paper quality is, well, it's photocopy paper. And I think there's probably better photocopy paper out there. Paper quality is not great. It is one-sided, though, so if you want to just do with markers, then I think it could be quite a good book to work in. I do like the illustrations. I think they're very pretty and a little bit different. Pencils dressed up. I have no idea what this is about. I've not read it. But I thought the images are quite nice, and I will try. It does feel quite smooth paper, so I think in that respect it feels a little bit nicer. The surface feels nicer than Amazon paper, so I'm hoping that bit of coloured pencils on it will be reasonably pleasurable, but the paper is very thin. I wouldn't risk wet media on it, I think is where I am with it, but it is very pretty, and there's lots of images that do appeal to me in it. It's very lovely, isn't it? It's just a shame the paper's not a little bit thicker. I think was my overall feeling. I was a bit disappointed when I opened it. Not because the image work, I think the image work is lovely, just paper quality is not, you know me, I do like a bit of metallic paint here and there, particularly on a mermaid page. But I just don't, well, unless I protect the page somehow. Well, we'll try it. We'll try it. It might surprise me. You never know. But yeah, the images are nice and cute. I don't know if I'll get another of hers. I think I'll just see if I work in this one. Blassomia by Annie Raines. Then what else have I got? I have the other book to this one, but I didn't have this one. This one was a Vinted purchase. So this is Daisy Fletcher's Into the Wild. So I have two of the bird ones, which I've shown quite a few times. I'm going to go from back just because it is easier. So it does have at the back, as you can see, some little explanations, if I can get the word out, at the back for what's on all the scenes, which does help. But it does also have these kind of, again, it's going to be difficult to show you. It has this massive flip out page. So it has this kind of magnolia creamy looking background already in, which is easy to work over. All this not so easy to work over. Kind of feels like day and night, doesn't it, going on? But I'm guessing it's just the shadow in the trees that's going through. But really beautiful drawing in it. I even quite like these little beetle-y things that are on here. Can't get hold of the book because it is quite a big book, as you can probably tell. It is quite a big book. Both her books are quite large. Just very strange things, isn't it? We've got these kind of giant picture plants next to the creatures, but it's very, very pretty. I'm really I don't know if I'll ever be brave enough to colour in it. I haven't coloured in the other ones, as you probably know, but I just think her drawing is spectacular. Really stunning. Kind of got a grayscale. Is it a lynx? Kind of has that feel about it, doesn't it? But I really love all the kind of florals that are in here as well. These feel a bit more of a softer intro. I might be able to brave a page like that. And even I could just do one half of that, couldn't I? Because it's not a double. Some of them not so easy. I am still a bit coughy, so I do apologise if I start on my coughing again. There might be some random pauses where I need to breathe a little bit. Yeah, once it starts I find it very difficult to stop. It's just annoying. I think I've had it about 4 weeks now. It's really getting on my nerves. This is lovely as well. Again, feels quite doable, this page. I'm thinking out of the two books that I have of hers, this one feels like there's a few more softer ins into it. I'm not sure if this is in print anymore. You might be able to find one on eBay. Like I say, this is a second-hand purchase for me. I was delighted to spot it, and as you can see, it's in pretty good condition. They didn't wrap it very well, it was my only criticism, and they have kind of dinged the corners a little bit, but I'm living with it because it's a difficult book to get. So, and I do love the images in it. I think it's very, very pretty. I did just miss one, but we'll go back. Oh, a fish. It's just like, that's not too terrifying. In fact, yeah, I'm feeling like this is a very colourable. We've got a little bit of something there, haven't we? It's like pen. How random. They haven't coloured on either side, but we've got a bit of something there. Next to Mr. Squirrel. I don't know what I'll have to do a background on that one. In fact, there's a little bit of something there as well. So yeah, it's not in perfect nick. It's not in perfect nick, but it is beautiful. So I'm very happy to get it. So Into the Wild by Daisy Fletcher. Like I say, keep an eye out on eBay. I'm sure they will pop up, these ones. Then what else I got? I noticed this was on for £6 on Amazon UK, and it's the one book of hers that I haven't got. So Layla Doola's Beautiful Planet. Again, there's about a million flips of it, so I won't spend ages on it. I don't know why I keep buying Layla, really, because I very rarely colour it because it's terrifying. But this is such a beautiful book, and I've watched a number of people's flips on this before and thought, I know I'm not going to colour it, but I do want it because it's just such beautiful artwork. Maybe I could have a go at that. That's not too frightening looking, isn't it? The little sea-based ones. And I haven't got any of her sea-based drawings. The jellyfish are quite nice as well, aren't they? Oh, crabs. Oh, they're nice drawings. I think they're lovely. Yeah, I think that this is such a beautiful book. Shells. I quite like doing shells. yeah, I like those. I think I just need to be a bit braver with them, but it's a lovely, lovely book. I'm very pleased to have got it again. I wasn't doing a flip, and here I am doing a flip, so we'll do it very quick. This page, not starting there. Excuse me. But yeah, for £6, I was delighted. Again, thank you, Amazon, for not bothering to wrap it properly. But Beautiful Planet by Layla Julie. Very pleased with that. Then, what else did I get? Another Vinted purchase. This I ummed and hard about when it came out for quite a while, and it has this beautiful kind of, I don't know if she's woodcut or lino cut, but it's that kind of style, isn't it? And I didn't get it purely because well, I did printing at university. That is what I'd spent a year in the print studio printing, so I've done a lot of printing in my life myself. And normally when you're printing, you layer the colours up yourself. You wouldn't tend to apply colour over the top of a black and white print like this. You can, obviously, but I do quite like her prints just as they are in this book. Like, they're very pretty, aren't they? But I don't think it's kind of colouring in the same way. You're just laying a bit of colour over the top of her print, aren't you? I don't think it's a book to colour in the same. Obviously watercolour would be best on this, but I don't think the paper's brilliant, so I think you'd have to be careful watercolour. Maybe Inktense or something like that over the top, maybe it would work really nicely. I think she's got 2 more coming out, actually. I think I'm probably going to hold off and just see if I do work into this. Like that, I think is a stunning image just as it is. Does it need colour? Is this how she's added colour into her actual prints? I don't know. But yeah, it's lovely how she's added the colour to it. I suppose it's just a little wash, isn't it? But yeah, I think that's all you're going to end up doing. It's just nice washes over the top of it. So I kind of didn't get it because of that, but I think the artwork is absolutely stunning, so I'm very happy to have it just to look through it. I think it's just really beautiful print work, and mark making is really stunning in it. Really lovely work. It's thistles down there, just lovely. Like, that's very pretty. Yeah, it is a stunning book. I just don't know if I want to contaminate it with my things, but I'm pleased to have it, and it's a lovely book to look through, and for its art alone, even if I don't add colour into it, I'm very pleased to have got it. And again, I got it off Vinted, so it was nowhere near the price that I should have paid. Angela Harding colouring book. I think she has 2 more coming out. I don't know if they're already out or coming out soon, but I remember reading them. And because I wanted that one, I think I got this one with it. I bought this with another book anyway. You know me, I'm not a great lover of Millie Marotta. I wouldn't have bought this by itself, but it was with another book that I wanted. I can't remember if it was with the Angela Harding or the next one that I'll talk about, but they've been sat on the trolley waiting for me to do this video for a little bit of time. So Millie Marotta's Island Escape, again, not a new book, but because I wanted the other book that came with it, I did get it. And I actually quite like some of this. I've kind of seen quite like this, where it feels like a bit of a jigsaw. I can't see myself doing, but where it's actually a proper drawing that you could just work over the pattern, maybe I'm thinking I could do it. It is when she does this for me that I don't like it, I think. But as you can see, this person has started on this book. I actually quite like this little start that she's made. Quite often when I get a book that somebody else has been working at, I do tend to rub it out, but I'm half thinking I might carry on with this colour scheme that she started because I quite like it, and it's butterfly, so it's easy to do. I think there is another couple as well in this book that the person's worked in, but I'm living with it. But I was reasonably pleased with it, considering it's not my favourite artist. Like these I can see myself doing. There's quite a few pages that I thought, actually, yeah, I can kind of see myself being inspired enough to work in them. Like, oddly enough, I quite like both of these pages. This, even though it's a kind of repeat, I think it's a kind of 4-way repeat, isn't it? 4-quarter repeat, but I actually quite like the design of it. So yeah, I much prefer it to that first Millie Marotta book that I have. So yeah, hopefully I will work in it again. It's not new. I'll speed up my flip. But I'm actually thinking I might select it next month and see what I do with it. But yeah, there's a few pages that I'm interested in. Or is it just that one? I thought she'd done 2 in there. Anyway, Millie Marotta's Island Escape. Is this one of her newer ones? What year? 2022. So a lot newer than the one I have already. But yeah, not hating it. It's where I am. And this is the other book that I did get off Vinted. I can't remember whether it came with that one. Again, why I haven't got these before now, I don't know. But I haven't got any of the Maggie and Terio's books. They're a little bit smaller as well, aren't they? I think that was the other thing I was quite surprised at when it arrived. I've seen lots of people flip it. I've seen people work in it. But I hadn't realised it was, quite a small book, really. Which does interest me more. I think there might be a little bit of colouring work in this. Again, it's not new, is it? I'm just going to super quick flip it. Again, got it off Vinted, so I paid a good price for this. And I quite like it. Yes, this person has started to colour in it. Don't know what I'm going to do with that, but because that is pen and ink. Certainly this I can rub it out. I don't think it is an ink, actually. I think it's just something very waxy, because there is a bit of a sheen, as you can see. And it's not how I do leaves either, especially not for a hydrangea, because the leaves are a lot lighter than that, aren't they? So I don't know what I'm going to do with that page. I may try and rub it out. I may just carry on with it and try and add a bit of highlight back into these petals, because they're a little bit flat. But yeah, it's quite a nice colour scheme. Just not totally me. I don't know what I'll do with it yet. We'll see. But either way, I'm glad I got the book. Will I colour in it? I'm looking at it and it doesn't terrify me. It's not a Layla Dooley terrifying me book, so I'm quite happy with that. And the paper is nice in these, isn't it? Is it the... yeah, it's Page Street. They always make such nice books, don't they? Good paper in them. So there was those. Oh, this did come in today. Well, yesterday. I ordered this so long ago, but it's taken ages to arrive. And I noticed quite a few other people in the UK had got their books already, but mine was still... oh, Amazon, where is it? Don't know. It's not here, that's for sure. But Spooky Colouring by Sarah Sawecki. I've probably said it wrong. Sorry, Sarah. Another really... is this Page Street as well? I have a feeling yeah, Page Street as well. So I know that this will take a little bit of water as long as you don't go crazy. It's very cute. I've worked in the other one a little bit. I do like her little silly characters. I quite like this under the bed. That is cute. What's a flame light thing? Is he on fire all the time? Because he'd have to go and sleep somewhere else. I can't be having any light when I'm asleep. Some of the characters are just so funny in this book, aren't they? They really are cute. Yeah, I just really like it. It's a really funny little book. And it's a book that you can work in all year round, even though it's kind of... obviously it suits Halloween, because they're all kind of monsters and witchy and witch's cat kind of thing. But I kind of feel like this is a book you can work all the time, and I have done in my other one. They're just fun little pages. They're not too big pages. Yeah, I like it. I'm not sure I'd get a third book by her, I think is the only thing I will say. Like, this is a lovely book, and but it does feel different for the first book. Magical yarn. Crystal, I love little pages like that. That's cute. I forgot what I was saying now. Sidetracked myself with cute drawings. I think it feels similar but slightly different, but I think 2 books might be enough for me of hers. These are amazing. I love him. And his little tash. I can't laugh because it'll make me cough. Oh, excuse me. Spooky Colouring by Sarah Sawecki. Lovely little book. Very pleased that it finally arrived. Thank you, Amazon. Yeah, this book... this book, you might be thinking if you watch me, you got that last month, Wendy. I saw it in one of your hauls. I did. I got the Spanish Or did somebody tell me it was Italian? I have a vague idea that somebody told me it was Italian. It's not. It's not British anyway. But I saw this on Vinted and thought, actually, it was £1. I'll have the British one. And so I have swapped it for the British one. But as you can see, they have coloured it. They hadn't said they coloured it, but I don't hate it. So now I've got a book and it's already coloured in, so it doesn't have to go to my uncoloured book pile, which is a bonus. Because it's already got a little bit in, and it's cute, isn't it? I think I can live with that one in the... Have they done the first bit? Oh no, it wasn't this one. But yeah, it's a cute little book, isn't it? But now I've got the English version. It doesn't really make any difference. It doesn't bother me particularly having non-English versions. Now, this one's a bit of a tricky one. So I bought this one off Temu. Did I get it off Temu? Did I get it off Ali? I'm knocking things over in front of me that I'm going to show you. I think I got it off Temu, and I thought, oh, hello, I know that cover. I know that cover a lot because I have it already in my Christmas B&M book, which I've shown quite a few times at Christmas. And every time I show this book at Christmas, I get a number of people in the comments going, oh, I want that book. Where'd you get that book? And unfortunately, it was just one of those. B&M is like a big, cheap warehousey store in the UK that sell all kinds of things. And it was just a Christmas one-off. I think I've had this quite a few. I think I got this in 2020, something like that. And I do work in it quite a lot. As you can see, I have a whip still going on. This was one of the first few pages I ever did for colouring. But I've done quite a few pages in it. As you can see, mine is completely now loose leaf. I'm not tying it together until I've finished destroying it. I think I've started on some other bits further up. Yeah, I have started on some backgrounds. I don't know why. I don't work like this in any other book but this one. I think it's just time. I start on a bit of it at Christmas and then I don't get time. But I've never been able to see it anywhere else, but I did see it on Temu. Now, so I was curious. I think it was only, again, £2, £1, something like that. A, I was curious, is it going to be the same inside? And B, is the quality going to be the same? Well, first question about quality, no, they are not the same at all. This one has quite a hard, well, it has a flat, but it also has quite a hard cover. This one has pretended to do the same. It has the flat, but this is very flimsy in comparison. It doesn't feel the same kind of, like, this is quite difficult to bend. This bends extremely easily. The paper in this is pretty thin. Can't see through it, so it's not terrible, but I have used quite a bit of wet media in my original B&M one. I wouldn't suggest it in this one, but pretty much the actual images are, I'm not going to be able to get them all on at once. I'll go out a little bit. The images in them are pretty much, this is impossible, pretty much the same as we're going through. I won't go through the whole thing, but I think there was a couple of pages towards the back from memory that weren't the same. So as you just saw in my original copy, I've got a whip on this kind of page that follows on across the page. That page isn't a double in this version, in this Temu version. And I think I've got a double page of this bells as well, but I'll briefly flip you what there is in here. So you only get the Santa side, you don't get the other village side, but there's not a huge amount going on the other side, and it, as a double, it was taking me ages, so maybe that's for the best. And I think, again, I've got two different snowmen that are side to side in my B&M copy. That's the page I'd started. But still needs quite a bit of work. There's my owls that I've just done. So if you want these images, this was cheap as chips on Temu. The paper isn't as good. You will have to just do colour pencil, I think. Obviously, if you get two, you can alcohol marker and not worry about going through. But it's quite a cute Christmas book. I do like the images in it. I work in mine pretty often at Christmas. I don't get much done because time, and these are big, quite complicated pages. But yeah, if you want it, Magical Winter, I think, I mean, it won't help you, but I'll give you the details just in case it does help you track it down. It doesn't have a barcode or anything like that, or just as a production number, but it's clearly the same book that's just been reprinted slightly different from my original B&M one. Yeah, this is more like a card stock that's in this one, so it does take a... Oh, I don't think you've got that page either. Not that most people will bother. There are the odd pages missing here and there. They've clearly cut out. Don't think I saw that one either in there. They've cut out a little bit, but it's very, very similar book, and obviously very similar cover. Mine just has a bit of gold foiling on that this Temu version doesn't. But because so many people asked me about it, I thought I will get it and just have a look, see what it's like, see how different it is. Now, let me just break this pile up a little. Next few things, again, were Vinted purchases. So I have Jewellery Box. It was, in fact, let me pause and I'm going to get it. So yeah, I think this was my first Hannah Carlson book I ever purchased. What a mess. What was I thinking? I was thinking I don't know how to colour a lion and dragon. No, clearly not a dragon. Sorry, cold, it's just ruined my brain. I can't think. So yeah, I have done a bit, and these were all pretty early on in my book. Why did I buy this book? As a first book was just craziness. So I bought this book, thought, oh yeah, definitely, I want the one with jewels in, because that sounds like a really good idea. And then opened it and realised that A, I didn't know how to colour metal, and there's a lot of metal in this book, and B, I didn't know how to colour jewels, because again, neither of those two things are a starting point for colouring, are they? So I did start colouring little bits of this gate on, and then was like, yeah, but that needs to look like gold. It doesn't look like that. And yeah, and there's quite a bit of my learning going on in this book for various different things. There's some things I like she's okay. I think I did put gesso on her because this was, again, reasonably early in my colouring, and I didn't want the heavy lines showing through. Again, if you watch me, you probably know I'm not a lover of the lines. So I did put gesso on, but that made the texture of the page very difficult to work with. Again, it's a learning curve, isn't it? And you keep trying these things. Again, this is pretty early in my colouring. I'll do a bit of watercolour in a book. I don't love it. So, because this was an early book, I kind of thought, I don't think I've done much more in this, have I? Oh, I've started on something there that's, again, learning to do gold going on. Oh yeah, this was Black Widows. I have used a little bit of, can't my brain today. What am I trying to say? Blender. To blend out the flat texture, because that's been bugging me for ages. But yeah. I'm not going to say I've made a mess of it, and I'm not going to say I won't work in it again, but I did want the better paper version and to not look at my disasters in that book. So I saw this on Vinted, and it's pristine. It's brand spanking new. It's got the lovely paper on that I really like, and it hasn't got my disasters in here. I won't get rid of the other one. I'll still keep it. Oh look, they've coloured a little petal in there. I think I might be able to live with that. I won't get rid of it because they coloured the whole page. Again, it's pencil. It's savable. It's fine. So yeah, I've got a new version, and I can refix the dragon into that, not having that disaster in it. But yeah, I really like the paper in this version, and I can't get this now on Amazon or any of the other Amazons. I think these are going out of production, these larger format Hannah Carlsons. So if there's books in this series that you don't have that you really would like, I think try and get hold of them now, because they do seem to be going out of print now. Obviously she's not printing in this format, and these are her older books. So I think if you want them, now is the time to get them. But yeah, I saw that one and thought, yes, I'm having it. And in the same vein, I saw this one. The lady that had wrapped this had put it in such beautiful tissue paper as well. Ooh, it's so nice to receive something second hand, and it's so nicely wrapped. Look at the little lovely tissue paper it was in. It was like getting something from handmade artist or something. It was really lovely. But I've wanted this in the better paper for a while. I have 2 other copies of this book, but not in this paper. And it is a lovely book, isn't it? Again, I have done this in my other copy quite early on. And I don't hate it, I'm keeping it, but I did want this in the better paper. Just, you can chuck a bit more at it. She has done this, I think that is felt tip pen, which is not going to be so easy to do something with, but maybe I'll just paint the background to do that, and those 2 are easy to work over, so I'm not too worried about it. But again, it's not a new book, it's seen about a lot. But yeah, I love this version of it in particular. So I have, although I didn't need it, snagged that up when I saw it online. And this came, I think, with the other book, which I didn't have. I think it's Dada Mayo. I'm making it up now, I should have translated it. But Muses, this is such a pretty book. I probably wouldn't have ordered this book just for itself, but because it was on Vinted and it was with something else that I definitely did want, and I thought I'll just do it sideways because it's a little bit easier for me to flip back and forth. It is very pretty. I do like a portrait and I do like a costume. I very much chicken out of all these Chinese books quite often, but it's so pretty, and I thought eventually maybe I'll be brave. The lady has done some in this one, which I think I'm just going to live with. I don't think I'm going to change them. She's tended to do the more kind of cartoony versions. It does need a bit of highlights going back in, but I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I might just live with them and accept that this is a shared book and it's not all my work, because I think she's done a couple, not just one. Yeah, she's done a bit on that one and that one. So I don't know what I'll do with those at the min. At this point, I think I'm just going to live with them as that's how they are, and it's a second-hand book, but it's a beautiful book. Muses, really lovely. It's available on Ali, but sometimes it does pop up on Amazon, some of these books, so it might be worth doing. But yeah, all the ISBN is there if you want to have a look and try and find it. Then, what else have I got? A lot of second-hand stuff. So I got these 2 this week, actually, because I wanted this one, but we'll have a look through this one first. Again, not a new book. Joyce Blooms by Ellery Fowler. I've ummed and ahed about this book for quite a long time. I've looked at it online a lot, and it's just one of those that I wasn't totally sure whether I would colour all of it, but I do like some of it. So I've kind of come to the conclusion that I'm going to, I quite like this squirrel and all the little acorns. I can kind of see myself working on some of it, not all of it, I think. But it's cute. It's a little bit wallpapery. I can't see myself doing any of that page realistically, but there are pages I will do. So like this I quite like. I don't hate that, maybe with a bit of watercolour. But yeah, I think the reason I haven't got it myself is just because of how much wallpapery stuff there is. But there's individual pieces that I can see myself that I will do. She has done a little bit. I think I'm going to live with it because she's mainly done the lettering in this book. Like this I quite like. And I don't mind this repeaty fish page. This I quite like. This is cute. So I think there's enough in here that I will do. I don't personally love doing lettering and things like that in my colouring book, so I might just live with those bits that the lady's done in here. This I quite like as well. And although that's quite a double, it's not too difficult, is it? I can kind of see that might be a bit fun. Bit of metallic watercolours, yes. This page I really love. I'm quite looking forward to doing that. I might save it up till spring and do that one. But I do like that. Oh, this one got little... we've got repeated insects. Is it the same one? Not quite the same one, but the same style. But yes, there's bits of it I really, really like, and there's bits of it that will never get coloured, I think, is where I am with this book. I don't tend to just colour with gel pens, and I think some of this really suits gel pens, doesn't it? She has done this. Question, is it rude to now get rid of her name on it because she's coloured it? don't know. I'm tempted to leave it, but obviously it's no longer her book. But this is her piece of work. I'm probably just going to leave it, I think, is my decision. But Joyce Blooms to colour. Again, I think they are available on Amazon. I've looked at them myself a few times, if you want to find them. But this one, I've ummed and ahed about a few times. I think I've seen it on Jackson's quite a few times, and I've nearly bought it on Jackson's a few times. But if I'm buying something from Jackson's, it's normally my Holbein loose stock top-ups and sometimes my luminance. So the bill is normally already more than I want to pay. And so this always gets culled from the shopping basket because I just can't quite afford it. But this is a book by Cant. I think there's postcards to match this, but I think I'm probably going to live with this. Spirit of the Forest, 25 illustrations. I think there is an artist on this though. I remember reading it when it came. I've no doubt it'll be on here somewhere. Oh yes, here. Amber. Oh, I can't read. I cannot pronounce it. I'm going to get it wrong, so we'll do that. So you can read it for yourself. But yes, it has this kind of nice spiral situation. There's lots of advice pages. Obviously, we've got a colour wheel. We've got some little technique suggestions. Bit of pointillism. No, I don't think we will. It's not for me. This kind of scribbly. Are they doing this with crayons? Oh no, Pablo's. They seem to suggest Pablo's quite a bit. You've got this nice little, you can do yourself some swatches, test some things out, try it out on these little bits of drawings that are already on there so you can see how it goes before you do it. You can take your masterpieces out and frame them or cut them out and put them into a bell jar. I'm probably not going to do any of those. But yeah, they're mainly kind of foresty, woodlandy. Let me move my big pile because my book's going to keep falling on me. They're mainly kind of foresty, woodlandy scenes from around the world, really. And I do really like something like this. I really like... Is that his wing? I'm thinking it must be a wing. Is it his wing? I think it might be. Or is that somebody else's? I'm going to need to use my brain a bit, I think, on some of these. Bit of pine tree. Some angry fish. What? The expression on some of these are just... I think they're supposed to be reasonably serious, aren't they? But this just makes me laugh every time. And him. Also really pretty. I've no idea what's going on here. Some kind of creatures. I think it might actually be easier to look from my camera feed to recognise them. I can definitely see a bear. And is this another lynx? No idea what he is. Not sure about him. I don't know. I wish they had at the back some kind of key as to what was in the mushroom page. Lovely. Nice little scenery page. Cheeky squirrel. That one I quite like. That's lovely. Does that mean he's a red squirrel because he's got his ear tufts? Or is he something else completely? Don't know. I suppose he's going to be whatever I make him be, haven't they? But this is, yeah, it's quite heavy, thick. It feels like card, if I'm honest. I think it'll take some wet media. So I'm quite looking forward to some of these. Quite like the butterflies page. That's lovely. Bit of scenes. Snake praying mantis. Again, that looks like his teeth, but I'm pretty sure that's not what it is. I don't know why I just see silly things when I start looking at drawings. Whole host of different kind of birds. We've got 2 flamingos. I have no clue what the rest of them are. Ooh, more shell pages. It's nice. These Venus flytraps, they seem very big. Or are they just something spiky? This is nice with passion flower. We've got passion flower coconut. I don't know what you call that one. Or this. I'm gonna have to do some research, I think. Frogs, yay! I think the frogs are the last one, and then we've got a nice test page in the same paper. So you've got your swatches on one side, and you've got to test anything you like, and they look like they're suggesting watercolour and paint. So I'm hoping it will take it quite nicely. But yeah, I was really pleased to get that. I've looked at it so many times. Like I say, I know Jackson's did used to have it, and I've no doubt there will be places that still stock it, but it's not the easiest book to get hold of. So I was really pleased to see that one. And then I've got a couple of kind of advice books. So I've got, again, these are all from Vinted, so I think I paid £2 for this one, but we'll go through them individually. I got Abstract Watercolour. I won't show all of this book because I don't think it's particularly fair on the author of it, but it has really nice kind of tutorial bits. I will just do a quick flip of it because it's very pretty. So I thought maybe for just some watercolour exercises when I don't feel like colouring, this might be a little bit of fun. Might do a little bit in my other journal, we'll see, but I thought that might be quite fun. This is Linda Ravenscroft, How to Draw Fairies. I'm not sure if this is still in print. Is that a sticker? Oh sorry, that's a sticker, so that's no help at all. And I think because this is a second-hand old version, the chances of me getting that off are slim. Again, it's a bit of an instruction book. It has obviously lots of her artwork in here. I won't give away all her instruction pages because I don't think that's fair on the artist, but it has techniques and obviously clothing and bits and pieces. I don't know if I'll draw a whole fairy, but I thought it might help me colour a whole fairy if I want to. Thought that might be quite interesting. And this I also got, a Deco Time hand lettering. It's basically got exercises in it. It wasn't quite what I thought it'd be because it's kind of got these pre-prepared kind of backgrounds for you to work on, but I quite like some of these kind of pattern exercises. I'm thinking I might do some of them because they might be useful inside my journal. I thought those were quite fun, and little drawings and bits and pieces like that. But yeah, I was thinking it was more of a well, exactly what it says really, hand lettering book, but it's kind of not. But again, it was £1. This was £2. Can't remember off the top of my head. And I think that's all of my colouring books. I can get the next thing out. The other thing I did order, sorry for the glare, was Amanda Colouring's colouring planner. I have got the premium version. I'm going to open it so it's not, oh, that side's going to reflect on you now. That's annoying, sorry. So you do get, I know there's a few people that have done flips of it. I do think it's really lovely. So you get the nice little bookmark. I've got a nice little postcard. I've got a lovely little sticker. I'm going to turn a page so I can get rid of the glare. I have obviously used, let me grab it, it's behind me, can I reach? I have used this journal last year, which is an Archer and Olive journal, which I have liked. I am very behind with it though. Where's my last month that I've worked at? Obviously I've had a bit of a colouring slump, and it's been a slump of creativity full stop, not just colouring really. So what was I on? June. Yeah, I've not put my finished pages in for June, which I did do some finished pages because I've written them in, but I've not put my images in. I've not set up July, although I don't think I got much done in July. I've not done July, August, September. I do have quite a bit to put in September, but I need to get up to date with it. So I'm thinking in some respects, I have loved working on this, and I do generally kind of put in my finished pages into the pages, and I do love decorating it. But I don't do a huge amount of writing, and I would describe my tracking as terrible. I've got visual tracking that I can see what I've done that month. And when I feel like working in it, I do enjoy decorating it, but on those months where you're busy and you don't have a huge amount of time, I thought actually having something set up might be preferential. So it has lots of more organised things. I don't know if I'll use all of it, I think is my initial thoughts. I think the quality is lovely. Obviously this has the disc bound system. I have got my whole list of all the books I had at the beginning, or well, the end of December, beginning of January, in here, and what I've coloured in it. And there's not an easy place for me to put that in here. We'll come back to that in a minute, but obviously it's got totals, it's got books and pages. I think those are nice little quick little tracker things that I do like. This page, never going to get used. Completed colouring books. 4 years in, 0 books. Project books, I do have my 25 in 25, but I've not even been great with that this year. I may take that, well, I can take that, oh, Yui hashtags. I may take some of these pages out, just because they're not really the kind of things that I do. Project books I might keep in, but I might take that page out. We've got a bit of dot grid, useful. We've got books coloured in this year. How many pages of that? See, I probably will have coloured in more than that in the amount of books that I've coloured. Uncoloured books might need more than that. Might need more than 2 pages. We'll see. We'll see. Generate. Obviously, there's a few flips of these. She's got some cracking artists to do some of the intro pages. Obviously, RJ Hampson. We'll just do one kind of month. January plans. Little diary page. Prompts and challenges. Buddy colours. I don't really do very much of either, if I'm honest. Because my colouring is my relaxing, I kind of don't like putting myself under any pressure, because that is a guarantee that I won't do it. It's just something in my brain. Completed pages. How many have we got on a page? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, probably that's enough for me. So how many more of these are there? So there's probably enough in here for me to do 2 years with this as a planner, maybe. Because that's another whole year for me. Maybe. Uncoloured books coloured in. Purchase this month to buy. Need to not buy anything. Buddy colours, prompts and challenges, pages, books, uncoloured book. But I do quite like that it's all kind of planned out and I don't have to think about it. And there is some dot grid free after that section. So I could still put my finished photographs of my pages in. I suppose I could still put some decoration down this side, couldn't I? I wish it wasn't quite so tight on the top and the bottom pages, because I do like using a bit of washi. But maybe I could sacrifice one. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll sacrifice one top or bottom for a bit of decoration. I don't know. So yeah, is it my perfect journal? Probably not my perfect journal, but I don't think I work very traditionally with what I do. I like the fact it's adaptable. Obviously I can take pages in or out. I have also bought her PDF downloads, so I can print extra pages off for it. And I'm thinking long term, that is probably what I'm going to do. What's this one? Selena Fennick, lovely one. To make it a bit more kind of adaptable for me, we've got one by Amanda herself. We've got Jodie Blanchard. That's quite cute as well. We've got Miss Chenille, also cute. Another Selena Fennick. July, we've got hello, come back to can't turn it. Oh, we've got Morgan O'Brien. Then we've got another one by Amanda herself. Turn, you know you want to turn. We've got RJ Hampson. Cute. October is Morgan O'Brien, another cute one, Love an Owl. And then finally for December, November, I'm jumping ahead of myself, we've got a Miss Chenille and, don't really want to bend them, but Jodie Blanchard for a cute little elfy Christmas page. I think that will be cute. So I'm quite looking forward to using it. I probably need to adapt a little bit here and there to make it how I want to work with, but that is the beauty of a disc-bound system, isn't it? That I can take some pages out where it's too much for me, or I can add some in. And with that in mind, I did spot on Vinted again. Let me not have that shining. Let's put it that way up. Oh, shiny. I did spot this on Vinted with, I think they were selling this and these two together. I think I paid about £7 for it. So I have got myself a, oh, little note, we'll leave that off. I have got myself a disc binder punch, so that when I've printed some pages I can punch it so that it fits these. And she'd also given these little extra discs, so I think they're different sizes. So I've got classic and expander, which means nothing to me because I've never used these before. Oh, these are actually metal. They feel like they're actually metal. Yeah. Is that bigger than those? I think that's bigger than those, isn't it? These the same size as those. But I'm kind of thinking at this point, sorry, I am talking a bit about this, and they feel smaller at that point, so who knows. I'm kind of thinking at this point I might bind myself a second book to go with this one, to basically to do my book collection log. Obviously I have quite a lot of books, and I think on her PDF there is a page where you can record all your books, but I think there's like 5 entries per page, and I have, well, it'll be over 500 books now, so that's going to be a whole new book. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. I've got to think about how I'm going to work it. But yeah, certainly I don't see me getting this bit of my current setup in here as it stands. So I need to think about how I want to do that in an easy form, because it is handy to be able to have a visual look through how many books I've got, which ones I've worked in, which ones I'm clearly never working in. Sometimes you see it in a list but you don't see it in the bookshelf quite so much. So yeah, I think it's really cracking. The quality is amazing. These pages are really beautiful. They're printed really nicely. The paper quality feels lovely. The shipping does make it pretty expensive, I can't lie. I don't think it'd be something I would do every year to get this version of it, so it's going to shine really badly. But I think it's a really beautiful planner. I can see she's worked so hard in getting it to be something special. But yes, I don't know how many she's got left, but it is obviously from Amanda Colours. Nip over to her website. Have we got something with her website on? That's for the review. I think it is just at amanda.colours, isn't it? So I don't know, but I'm sure you'll be able to find her. It is beautiful quality. I think it's great. Hopefully it'll speed up my journal and make me a bit more efficient. I've got to still make it me. I think that's where I'm questioning at the moment, is how to put myself in it. Sorry, the glow is bad. We'll move it. That's the answer, isn't it? But yeah, I did get the little dogs. There's my girl to go with as well, so they might be making an appearance in there. I did also get a couple of bits from Temu. I was more thinking for my personal journal for these. I don't know if I'll use them now they've arrived, but they're like kind of washy, datey. Are they pre-cut? Oh yeah, they are. They are. So they're little datey. Obviously they say something underneath in, I'm guessing Chinese, but I can't read Chinese. Oh, it has days of the week. Perhaps you just circle the day of the week that 2 is. Is it just numbers? I don't know. Anyway, I got these as well from Temu, and these lovely scissors that are very pretty. for my footy cutting, or possibly even for my stitching. Well, I don't know. They'll probably just stay on here at some point. But yeah, breathe a sigh of relief. I'll get rid of the shininess. I think that is pretty much all of my pile of stuff that I can now put away. Yeah, I wasn't buying anything, and Temu is fatal. It really is dangerous on there. Oh, it's only £2. I'll just get that. Then they put the shipping on, and it's £3.50 extra, isn't it? So before you know it, you spent £7 when you were spending £1. I don't regret any of my purchases. They're all good bargains. And I am looking for bargains at the moment, trying to save a bit of cash. Before my voice gives out completely, I think I will say goodbye to you. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry if I've yapped on. Oh, goodness, 55 minutes. I do apologise. I've yapped on for quite a while about books that you've probably seen a million times before. I do apologise. Hopefully you've enjoyed the journey, if nothing else. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.